Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry I've not been around for a few days. I've had problems with iCloud. It took nearly 24 hours for them to do about 25 updates. Not sure why they weren't doing them, what's gone on, I don't know, but I did 4 videos ready for Sunday's make for Paulette and wouldn't work. Wouldn't let me update, kept saying no storage. So I deleted loads and loads of the kids' apps. I thought, right, let's try and clear some space up. Maybe this will work. Nothing. Anyway, after all the things have now been updated, I can now delete things from my phone so that I know they're on iCloud, so they're saved and I'll be okay. But this morning I was watching Melinda, and Melinda was using a new app. And this app is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to link her video if you go and have a quick watch. It's not very long. But on this app, she can do really, really tiny miniature print-offs. So say, for example, she was doing bingo cards today and calendars. What she does, she puts on this app, it will give you 4 of an image. Then you save that. And then you take it back in again and do 4 of those 4. And you'll end up getting something the size of a postage stamp. Absolutely brilliant. It's really good. It's a collage app. And it's free. So I'm going to link that video. If you go over and see her, do subscribe while you're over there. And, you know, it'd be lovely if you were able to get this app, because it's great fun to play with. I know people know how to use Photoshop and everything else, but something to do really, really quickly and to just get a full page, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, while she was doing this, and I'm thinking, right, I'm going to download the app, I couldn't find it. For the life of me, couldn't find it. So, I just cannot find it anyway. Eventually got it, and I've got it. And then I thought, oh, you daft so-and-so. My iPad and my iPhone are linked, so anything from when I got the new iPad October last year, they automatically share. So if I take a photo on an iPad, it goes onto my phone and vice versa. So of course the videos are on there, minus the one I deleted trying to make some space up. Anyway, all sorted, so it's now in waiting to be released for next Sunday's make. There is also another one in there waiting to be released, and that is on the makes that I did for the swaps in Friendly Junk Journal People, plus 2 that I've already received. So they are going up over, I think the one for the swaps I've scheduled to go up and out beginning of next week. So hopefully by then they will have had mine. So there are videos there, they are coming. It's just life as it happens. Anyway, Paulette and Zern in group, she hit 13,000 members, which is absolutely amazing. So what she's got is this kit called Flower Garden Party. If you make a purchase of $3.99, which is about £3 English money, you will get this kit free. But it ends the 6th of November, and she's over in California. So that's roughly for us like 12 o'clock the next day, actually. We actually get the extra time. So I'm going to show you the kit and then show you what I've been doing with the kit. Now you've got a beautiful tag. I just love this one. This is my favourite tag. So you get 3 tags, and they are really, really lovely. Then you get these. Now, if anybody has seen Angela Kerr, these are like wrap rounds, and you can put them around your tags. And Angela was using a die, and it was from something studio, Light Studio, I think they were, but they were over in Denmark where she was having to get hers from, because unfortunately Amazon didn't have any. And I will show you how we use these. They are really, really nice. And then postcards. Obviously, I print everything at the same size, half page, so it's easy for you to see on the camera. A couple of Lovely, lovely stamps. I've actually printed these full size, this size to play with this time. And remember, if you're doing your stamps around the edge, don't spend hours and hours cutting them all out. Get some deckle-edged scissors or some pinking shears, and it makes life so much easier. If not, cut it straight, so it looks like you've got paper underneath. You know how we used to cut the stamps off envelopes. And then we've got some lovely pockets. And this is the start of the papers. Now this is one of the backing papers. There are 3 lovely backing papers. And here are your gorgeous, wonderful papers. These are just really beautiful. They're the other 2 backing papers. I've just printed it as it comes off my machine. This is my all-time favourite paper. But these are gorgeous. There are 36 pages to this. Now, the 36 pages include your tags and everything, your envelopes and everything, okay? But it's 36 that are there, but you print at the size you want to do, because obviously these you're going to print at full size, but then the envelopes are probably at full size, but you might want a smaller tag. Then we've got Squirrel and Co. And here it's a druggist. And here's your first of your envelopes. Obviously it's this small size at the moment. And another squirrel one. The ephemera. And 2 more envelopes. Oop, stuck together here. And then we've got another envelope with, these are belly bands, or you can make them into bookmarks, however you want to use them, and you would have seen me use these quite a lot of times. So that's the full kit, which is free if you make a purchase of $3.99 from one of the stores, okay? So I've been playing with this so far, and I'll start on this bit because this was how I'd left things on my table. Now, butterflies. The other side of the table. I'm in the kitchen at the moment, so it's a very big table. Okay, so Artie Maze. I wanted butterflies, but I didn't want anything that would go against the colour of all these lovely images. And Artie Maze, in her springtime kit, has these wonderful butterflies. They're just a very soft off-white. So this is where I've got my butterflies from. So what I've done here is the belly bands I've left at half size, okay, the bookmarks, so that they fit on the page. Well, you know, when you folded them up half page, because this is making a journal. And then here, this tag, which can slide out of this bit, I've actually backed onto a tiny little bit of card just to make it look a bit different. I've not sewn this yet. And this, when you fold up your image, this one, when you fold it up, I've then put 2 little grommets in with a bit of ribbon to hold it together. And that's, will then slide in here, oops, underneath, and your butterfly on top. Now, depending on which size you print them at will depend on how you do these. I printed the outside bit and made that at the where you tick the box so it fits, and it was 2 to a page. This time I didn't, so that the tag fits perfectly in on the same size. Okay, so whereas this one is same size tag, put a little bit of card on it and printed it a bit bigger. So you have different ways of using these in your kit. Now, obviously I've backed, let me undo this one, I can show you. I've backed these with the backing papers, so they look pretty inside. Now, I've not backed these yet because I wanted to show you how to change the backs of your cards, your tags, because people don't think about the back of their tags very often. And most people, when they're looking through a journal, at first, they pull them out and they're looking at the front. But guarantee later on, they are going to look at the backs. So what are we doing with the backs of our journaling cards? So I'm just going to move this top bits out the way and then flick these pages over to the front. So here, let's start here. This is a pocket. Okay, and then here, the postcards I've just left as they are. But I found a lovely bit of stamp and a bit of muslin to stick on there because I thought this was quite nice. Now on the back of these, I've used Artie Maze's Fern Kit. In Artie Maze's Fern Kit, she has a full page of lined paper, and I love the lined paper, but what she also has in the kits, she has smaller bits as well. Okay, on here and here, that you can use wonderful lined paper for the back of your journal cards and for the back of your tags. So this one I've left quite blank at the moment. I've literally just left it like that. I've not sewn around it, and I've just popped a stamp on. How quick and easy is that? And this is like obviously a quarter of a piece of paper. Now the tag, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the back of that in a minute. So I'm just going to pop it to one side. And opening the pages. Oops. I think I've got a bit of glue problem just there, haven't I? Right, I'll come back to that bit in a minute. Let's just have a look here. Right, in this pocket, I've just popped one of the big envelopes, and I thought you might like to see how beautiful the backing papers are. They are really lovely, aren't they? And they really make, so obviously you can decide, do you want to leave it like that, or are you going to glue it down and put something in it? Because a lot of people like them, that they can open up like that and they can put their writing inside. Okay, but it's important to remember to back things, because sometimes people don't bother to back, and you're just looking at it and wonder what's going on. Now this one is a journaling card. You can see I've got a new glue, can't you? It seems to have seeped this morning. I'm hoping it's going to come off of that. No, I think we've got a sticky problem. I think I'm going to have to get the scissors down there and see what's going on. Always wait, isn't it? There's something just catching on there slightly. I think it must have leaked that glue. Yeah, got him out. As you do, pull and tug and you get there in the end. Brute force and ignorance. So this one, you can see I've sewn round, but there's a little bit of a gap. Reason being, I've popped this on the back so that somebody can write on it. If you're going to have a journal and you want writing space, you want it on something nice, don't you? So again, this is the Artie Maze. So I've sewn round that so it looks really nice on the back. And of course I've put the green backing paper on that time. And you've got the front looking nice as well. Obviously, this is a work in progress. I've not gone right the way through this journal yet. So let me just pop my page back in that slid. It's slid all over the place. And move this, because this is the start of a journal that I'm going to put over there. Well, a TN actually. So this here, all I've done so far is I've just stuck a little bit of binding on the front, and that's it. And I don't think it needs much more. I have sewn round it. I'm not sure if you can see that I've sewn round it, but on the back obviously you will. But normally I cover the back before I sew, but I wanted to show you what to do if you don't want to put paper or anything else on the back. What I generally do is I will go around with the distress ink first, just to give us an outline of what's there, you know, because it just looks a bit nicer with a bit of distress on it. Not everything, because sometimes you don't want distress like on these. I think these look better without the ink, but it's personal preference. But that is because I've chosen very light, you know, quite a light sort of idea on this. You know, I wanted to keep this quite pale. Then take your distress ink and just give it a rub over. Nothing very fancy, but just to give yourself a bit of colour on the back. Now the next thing is my bit of Amazon cardboard. I love Amazon. You get your packaging and you use it, and you get the cardboard and use it too. And their boxes are great for packaging and for also storage. So what I've done here, you will see here, I've just torn back the very top layer. And this is how you get your lines. I've been doing this for years. I did see somebody do it on video many moons ago. It might even have been Argyle, I can't remember, but it was a long time ago that I saw this. And then you literally take it and you stamp with it. And this is how you get your lines. And the lovely thing about it is it looks distressed. And that's what is so nice, because it fits in with your journals. And there you are. How lovely is that for the back of a tag? It just looks lovely. The lines are broken up. It looks a bit grungy, a bit vintagey. But somebody can look at the back of your tag now and say, oh yeah, brilliant. That is great. I can write on that. So that's one idea. Now the other ideas, obviously, if you've been doing journaling in a while, you'll know the other things that you can pop on the back of your card. Now, I like to use vintage book paper because that is really lovely on the back. And again, you can still use your lines on it because they're going to show up. If you use your vintage photo or your walnut stain, they're going to be able to see it and write on the back. The same with your music paper. And then you've got your dyed papers. Now this one is just blue. It was called blue, and it's blue food paper. Food paper. Put my teeth back in again. Food colouring. Blue food colouring. Right. And you can back your tags with this, and then if you want to sew it afterwards, sew down, and then again your lines will show. Now very popular at the moment is to use cereal packaging. Now I love cereal packaging because, you know, if you print your tag off on paper and you glue it on, it gives it some substance, you know, which is great, and you're going to have this lovely grey colour. And again, you can use your bit of cardboard. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive stamp. I mean, and this bit of cardboard I've had for years, a good 2 or 3 years. I know I had one and it was getting really tatty and I had to throw it out and start again. So really, have a go at this. You will be amazed at how easy it is to change the back of your cards. So you've got your tags and your cards that are going to make a difference. And of course, using something as simple as Artie May's on the back here, it looks amazing. Now there is one more in here. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of stretching today. I think we've got another glue problem on here. Where are we? I'll show you that one. Show you that one. Where's the other one I made? Oh, my table is covered. If I actually showed you a table, you'd be horrified. Here we go. Another bundle over here. It's in this bundle. That's another card, no, postcard, and I kept them both the same and did the same on the back. This squirrel. What I did on the back of Squirrel brand was I took 2 of the smaller ones from the page that I printed off and I showed you, and my little tags, and I thought, how lovely is that on the back of a card? It matches the green beautifully. Here again, postcard, and I've just sewn round and put it on the back. It just makes such a difference having those lines there to write on. So that's where I've got up to, guys. As I say, these are so easy to make. You literally just take this when you've sewn round it, or not sewn round it, and fold it on the lines, because the lines are really visible. Just take a marker or something and mark your lines first. You know, I like to get the dots in there first. It means that when you punch them all out, it looks like you've got a load of eyes all over your desk. And then you can take your hole punch, and you can see exactly where you want to go, because when you've got that shadow on, it distorts where you're going to punch, and sometimes you land up and you're not quite exactly where you should be. And then you'll just stick your little grommets in there, pop a bit of ribbon or silk or anything you like. Sari silk would look lovely, and you've got your wraparound. Okay, so So do pop over to the girls' stores. I will link both girls' stores below, because Zern is Red Dot Books on Etsy, and Paulette is TLC Creates, and she's on Zibbit. So it's only $3.99 that you need to spend, and you can get the whole kit. And I will also link Andrea's 2 kits that I've used on Etsy, because, you know, the fern one, to me, it just changed my life. I have used that particular lined paper in so many projects, it's unbelievable. So guys, do go and join in, have some fun, and get this kit. It's just so beautiful. I mean, you know, 36 pages, you know, to get it for free, I think is just unbelievable. Thank you for being here, guys. Hopefully you'll get to see all the other videos I've made. I'm now going to get this up onto YouTube, get the drawer done from a birthday one, because obviously I've still not done that with everything going on. And I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.